Hi, welcome to the Yellowstone Art Museum. We are bringing the Yellowstone Art Museum to you today. We are going to show you some artwork, and then we are going to show you some ideas and ways to make your own art. My name is Miss Mary, and before I show you the art, I'm just going to let you know that we also have a book that you can read. We've also sent you a postcard of some of the art, and, ooh, don't want to drop that, and a sticker from the Yellowstone Art Museum. And something that all the art is going to have in common today is that it is art about animals. So let's get started and look at some art. Put my book down, and let's take a look at this piece of art right here. So take a look, and I'll ask you a couple of questions to think about, or if you're with somebody else, you can talk about those questions. So, what do you see? When I look, I see an animal. I see a horse. How do I know it's a horse? Well, maybe it's a unicorn, right? It's white. The color is white. It looks like a horse. Oh, but a unicorn has that big horn. I don't see the horn. So I think it's a horse. So we have a horse. The horse is white. Now, most artists, when they paint, they don't just use one color. So let's take a look and see, did the artist only use white to paint this horse? And when I look, I also see some black, a little pink, and I see a little bit of blue up here. And what else do I see up here? The ear. So I see a horse that is white and pink and black and blue. I see its ear. I see its eye right there. And I see its nose down here. So today we're looking at animals in art. Does this piece of art have just one animal? I'm going to look again and make sure. There's a horse. Oh, there's also another animal right here. What animal is that? It's a bird. So now we have a bird too. We have a bird right here. What color is the bird? Well, it has a lot of red, but it also has black on its wing. And I can see the bird has an eye too, just like the horse. And artists love shapes. And what shape is this bird's eye? Let's see, let me think of some shapes. It's not a triangle. It's not a square. I think this eye is a circle. So we have a horse, we have a bird, we've seen a circle in the bird's eye, we've seen a circle in the horse's eye, and we've seen a lot of colors. So now, let's take a look at another piece of art. And yes, the next one is also going to have an animal. So now, let's take a look at this piece of art. Let's look at this painting. So what do you see? When I look, I see a fish. It's a fish. Is it a tiny fish? I'd say no. Is it a medium-sized fish? I would also say no. I see a really big fish. This artist decided, I'm going to make my fish very big. What else do I see when I look at this fish? Well, I notice that the mouth is open. So this fish has its mouth open. And it makes me think about fish. Maybe you've seen fish. They open and close their mouths a lot. I wonder what this fish is doing. Is it hungry? Is it jumping out of the water, trying to get some air or some water? I don't know. There could be a story. And I'm thinking about circles again. And this fish has a lot of circles. Where do I see some circles? Well, they're everywhere. We've got circles all over this fish. And if you look at one circle, like maybe this one, I'm wondering, what color is it? So when I look at it, I see brown. Might look black on your screen. So brown or black, and around the edge, I see orange. So here's another artist who's putting so many colors in a painting. And some of you may have done this. They mix the colors together to get new colors and make a fish that almost has a rainbow full of colors. So one more thing about this big fish. We talked about circles. We saw these circles on the fish's body, but right up here, I see the fish's eye, and that's a circle too. And even all the way up here, there may be a circle that's part of the fish's nose, or the way the fish breathes. So follow me, and let's look at another animal in art. We have two more before we start making our own piece of art. Okay, well, here we are. A new piece of art, a new animal, a totally different shape and size. This one isn't big, not like the last one. And I'd say this one is pretty skinny, like a long, skinny rectangle. And in this piece of art, all the way at the bottom, I see a bird, and I think it's an owl. So this artist has decided to paint an owl. Every artist we've seen has picked different animals. And this owl has circles for eyes. And some of you may know what an oval is, which is sort of a long circle. And I see an oval when I look at the whole body of the owl. Big oval with two circles. And I'm a big fan of triangles. They have three sides. I almost see a little triangle, 1, 2, 3, on the owl as well. But what I like about this piece of art is there's a story. I don't know what it is. I have to use my imagination. There's an owl, maybe a wise old owl. Maybe it's out at night talking to its friends. What sound does an owl make? Hoo, hoo. But there's something else in this painting, and I feel like they're falling down. When I count them, I see 1, 2, 3 things, and they are pencils. So I don't know. Why are pencils falling down on the owl? Maybe somebody dropped them. Maybe they fell from a tree. I don't know. We have to use our imagination because art always makes me think. What is happening? And what do I like about it? So, this is called small and really smart. Let's take a look now at one last piece of art of an animal here at the Yellowstone Art Museum. Okay. This piece of art is a piece that we thought we would kind of send home with you. So you'll get a postcard with the same picture as you see here in this piece of art. So I'm taking a look, and what I notice is a very white, very fuzzy bear. And there are a lot of bears out there in the world, but I think this is a polar bear because it is all white. And this artist has made a pretty big polar bear. And I like how the artist made the ear right up here, because you're going to be making art soon and thinking about what you're going to make. And when you make an animal, a lot of animals, you can see their ears. And most animals, you can see their eye. And their eye is usually a circle or an oval. And we all need to get around and smell things, especially animals. And I do my smelling with my nose. And I know that polar bears can smell things that are so far away, so much farther away than what we can smell, because it helps them survive. So this artist made a black nose for this polar bear. And this artist decided to have the mouth open again, an open mouth on this polar bear. And something that I think is fun is that it's black inside the mouth. So we have a white bear, we have a black nose, black eye, black in the mouth. And when I look close, and maybe you can see too, I even see a little bit of orangey yellow. And that's how artists show the light sometimes, like the sun, and how it lands on things. So this is our last piece of art we're going to look at together. And now you're going to go into our art studio and you'll meet Miss Carrie. And she's going to ask you some questions about an animal you would like to make today. So today we saw a horse, a bird, a fish, an owl, and a polar bear. And soon you are going to make any animal that you like the best. And it's going to be really exciting. Have fun.